Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ambition, right? So let's just jump right into this, right? So I got my hair done at a salon. So never been to a salon. So I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, and I feel like there are not many places you could go get your hair done as a natural haired girl. Okay, and so, you know, I had a little trouble trying to finding a place that I wanted to go to. And what I wanted to get done was get some shape to my hair. So I don't know if you've heard me complain about this, but I feel like my hair doesn't have shape to it. So I was like, nah, like the back is longer, it doesn't look good. So I wanted to go to someone that knew how to cut hair, knew how to shape it, knew how to treat curly natural hair and all that. So there was literally one salon an hour away from me, and it's called Loft Hair Studio. The Instagram is the Loft Medford, and all the information will be in the description bar. This was the only place I could get into. Now, I was on this waiting list for quite a bit, which is fine. It's, you know, I feel like if there's a waiting list, then it's obviously for a good reason, right? So I finally got in there, and this is essentially a before. And yes, service. My heart is pounding. It's gonna take about an hour to get there, so I have a long ride to regret it. I'm just kidding, but yeah. Alright guys, so as you could kind of see, she's like cutting my hair very slightly, like little bits at a time, just to kind of frame my face and like get the shape going. I liked her technique because she wasn't like pulling at it too hard, because she was explaining that if you pull the hair too much, you have shrinkage, you know what I mean? So the way she was cutting it was actually very light, and I was starting to see the shape, and I was getting excited. So yes, as you could see, like she's just cutting off stuff that was needed, and I also had dead ends, so you know, I got some of that stuff gone. But yeah, that's what she was doing.
Apply your product when you go in your wash and go.
It has to be really wet as well.
And what other product are you using for wash and go?
For my best wash and go, I use a cream. So I use the Talia with Jid cream, and then the Alicate Naturals gel.
Okay.
And then that's like my best wash and go.
And you like the result?
It's really good. It's hydrating and it has hold.
Yeah.
Like, it's so good.
Uncle Funky's daughter, I don't know if you know that.
I have.
Okay, do you like it?
I've tried it. It didn't work for me. I don't know. It was like, it was drying for me. And it didn't give me the hold that I need.
Okay.
But I don't know.
So we won't do that today.
Okay. Y'all, when she told me that she was about to use the Uncle Funky's daughter, I was like, no. Y'all know, if y'all don't know, that I hate that gel. So I'm glad that she ended up not using it. But, so check out her technique though. She puts the gel, I'll say the name at the end of the video, the gel and the mousse all at once, and then after she goes in section by section. So that was actually pretty interesting. So keep on watching. So as you can see, she's now going back in section by section and using a brush and kind of like forming the curl. At this point, you could already see my hair is super curly. So this was actually quite fascinating to see. And she was also explaining that if your hair is like low density or like fine like mine, to get the most volume, if you it's hard to explain. So if you kind of like form your hair going forward and then flip it back, it creates volume. She kind of does it, so just pay attention. But yeah, that trick actually, like, I've been doing it lately, and that's actually a pretty good tip. So that's for my low density, like fine textured hair girls. Y'all already know that this left side is my looser curl pattern, so she was kind of like finger curling and kind of shingling at the same time to kind of get the curl pattern to match the other side. It's always my issue, so the fact that she saw it, that was actually pretty good. And going underneath the dryer is something new for me. Y'all know I air dry, but I sucked it up and I stayed underneath the dryer. And she also diffused my roots because I am a low porosity girl and it took forever for my roots to dry. And then she went back in to just slightly shape it and cut off any excess little strands and stuff. Nothing too crazy. Super cute. Yes. Yes. I am so excited and I'm amped. Yes. Ooh. Definition, shine, moisture, shape. Thank you so much, guys.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Thank you. I'm so glad the waiting list is worth the wait.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for sharing that.
So let me just say, first of all, right off the bat, I was treated so nicely there. The ladies were so sweet. My stylist, which her name will be on the screen, she was beautiful. Her skin tone is just beautiful. She was beautiful. She was sweet. She was funny. I enjoyed myself. And they also give you a little prescription, which I thought was cute. It looks like that. Prescription with a list of things that my stylist used on me. And so she ended up using the Build Up Buster by Diva Curl to remove all the buildup, which I think I might buy, because that was bomb. I really enjoyed that. She used for conditioner the Hydrating Cream Conditioner by why can't I see? But Innosense. I've never heard this brand, so I gotta go check them out and see what they're about. Yeah, and then for the treatment, she did a Deep Sea Repair, which is from Diva Curl, mixed with the Hydrating Hair Mask by Innosense. I think I might check that brand out because this stuff was really good. And for styling, which is what you see here, she styled my hair in Wash and Go. She used the I Create Hold by Innosense. And then she put the douche, I don't know how to say this name. I'll put it on screen. Mousse. So I've seen this mousse at Target and I was like, how is this gonna work? I don't know. And so this is how it worked. Like, there is a crunch. It's definitely crunchy, and we all know my issue here, but I'm not too like worried about it. She saw that. I didn't have to explain that to her, so she didn't overly cut. It's just that this side always wants to do what it wants to do and be shorter. But either way, super cute. My experience at the salon was beyond amazing. Despite the fact that I live an hour away and it took an hour and a half to get home, that's fine. That's not their fault. But, you know, you have to go far to get the great stuff, you know? Because I'm feeling myself. Alright guys, I hope this helped you. Don't be afraid to go to a salon. Do your research. That's like the #1 thing. Like, do your research. Find a place that you really want to go. Stalk their Instagram. All that stuff. And then get in there. And don't be afraid. Hair grows back if they mess up. Or whatever. But don't be afraid to get a trim. Get a cut. Get a shape. Get a protein treatment too. Because salons' protein treatments are always different. So just get in there and do what you gotta do. Alright guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.